Hello, everyone. My name is Margaret Huang, and I am the President and CEO of the Southern Poverty Law Center. Thank you so much to Integrity First for America and IFA's Executive Director, Amy Spitalnik, for giving me an opportunity to share a few thoughts in support of IFA's groundbreaking Charlottesville lawsuit. I've heard from Amy one of the most common questions IFA is asked about their lawsuit is, will it really work? And from the SPLC, we are here to tell you yes, civil litigation has succeeded in taking down violent white supremacist groups. We know this firsthand through our own efforts against hate groups and hate activity. For more than 50 years, the SPLC has worked to protect and advance civil rights and to combat white nationalists and other extremists. When the Southern Poverty Law Center was founded in 1971 in the wake of the Civil Rights Movement, we were a small nonprofit law firm in Montgomery, Alabama. Our principal aim at the time was to ensure that the promise of the Civil Rights Movement became a reality. We used civil rights laws as enacted in the 1960s to break down the vestiges of Jim Crow segregation that remained firmly rooted in the culture and institutions of the Deep South. One of the SPLC's early civil litigation wins might sound familiar to you. It is perhaps one of the SPLC's most famous cases because it put major Ku Klux Klan factions out of business. In 1987, an all-white jury in Mobile, Alabama, awarded an historic $7 million verdict to Beulah Mae Donald, the mother of 19-year-old Michael Donald, who was picked up off the street by Klansmen. Michael was tortured, murdered, and then hung in a tree on a residential street in Mobile, Alabama. This landmark lawsuit, along with other successful cases brought against other hate groups by the SPLC, put an effective end to the Klan in America. It was a moment in history never to be forgotten. IFA's Charlottesville case builds on that history, ensuring that the extremists who led the violent incident in 2017 face real financial and legal accountability. Looking back at Charlottesville, especially after the deadly January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol to overturn the 2020 election results, it is now clear that Charlottesville was the violent beginning of a new chapter in the attempt to bring white nationalist ideas into the mainstream. Over the past 4 years, since the horrific events in Charlottesville, anti-democratic and extremist ideas have increasingly infected the mainstream, and white supremacists are more emboldened and vocal about their intentions for the future of our country. It is more important now than ever that we do everything we can to reject hate and extremism, to disrupt racism and white supremacy, and to begin to heal the nation's deep wounds by holding anti-democratic actors accountable. While great strides have been made by those working to counter white supremacy in their communities and nationally, much work lies ahead to ensure the deadly hatred experienced in Charlottesville never happens again. The SPLC and IFA know how important civil litigation has been throughout American history as a tool for fighting violent racism. And we know that it will continue to play that role when Sines versus Kessler goes to trial next month. We're all standing with you, IFA. Thank you.